Hey guys, welcome to another lesson here. This is lesson 4 of part 4 of lesson 24. So, let's just go ahead and get started. So, number 21, the Gladstone Theater has 900 seats. At a recent show, the ratio of tickets sold to tickets unsold was 11-1. How many tickets were sold? Okay, so we have to figure that out. So we realize that the total amount, the base amount, is 12 because 11-1. We know that there is that this represents 12, okay, as the total amount. So let's set up the problem. The base is 12. Okay, and out of 12, the amount sold was 11. And we do know that 12 represents the total amount. Okay, we know that the theater has 900 seats, 900 total seats, you could say. So that's a representative of 12 here. Okay, so we put it next to the 12. Then we simply do our calculation, which is 11 times, or so, here's the x. Okay, so we multiply towards the x and divide across. Okay, so 11 times 900, 11, we're using the calculator here by the way, times 900, then divided by 12 equals 825. Okay, so x equals 825. So out of the 900 seats, 825 seats were filled by tickets sold. Okay. Alright, Matthew put 2,200 in the savings account for 1 year and 6 months. If he earns simple interest at an annual rate of 8%, how much will he have in the account at the end of the period? So, if we can remember, simple interest is principal times rate times time. Okay, so let's do that. The principal is 2,200. Excuse me. So principal is 2,200. That's how much he begins with. Okay. So he has it in the savings account for 1 year and 6 months. So times 1.5, because that's 1 year and a half. Okay. Interest rate 8%. Then times 8 here. I'm actually it said times rate, but I went ahead and did times year first. But let's see if I actually want to see if this will work out. 2,200 times 2,200 times 1.6 times what is it, 8%, 0.8 equals, no, that didn't work out. Okay, so yeah, you do have to stick to the rate and then time. Principal times rate times time. Okay, so here we go. It's 2,200 times 0.08 times 1.5. So it's 264. So it says that's percentage you'll get basically at the end of that time period. So it says what's the total amount that you'll have? How much will you have? How much will he have in the account at the end of the time period? So we have to go ahead and add 264, which is the interest he earned, to the principal, which he initially had, which is 2,200. So 264 plus 2,200 equals 2,464. As you can see there, C is your answer. As you can see, C is your answer. Okay, number 23. A television set is regularly priced at 410. That is regularly priced at 410 is on sale for 20% off. Okay, what is the sale price of the television set? So let's see here. We have the base, which is 410, which is what it's normally priced at, okay? And right now it is 20% off, and we know percentage is always of 100. So 20% off, and we know that this is going to be 100, okay? Just go ahead and put those percent signs. So then again, you just do the same exact thing. Multiply towards side with the missing variable. So 20 times 410. 20 times 410 equals 8,200. Then divide that horizontally this way. 8,200 divided by 100 equals 82. So we see that it's 82, okay? So then we would, let's see, to find the sell price, we would basically take the base, which is the regular price, and take 20% off, which is $82. Because that's essentially what these are. These are proportions. The 410 represents 100, and the 82 represents the 20%. So 410 minus 82 equals 328. So the sell price is 328. Another way to do this, guys, is well, I won't clear it just yet. Since you know that 20% off is off of 100 would leave you with 80%. Another way to do this would just be to write 80% here. And then the calculation that you get here would be 328. You know what I'm saying? So if you did 80%, since you know 20 minus 100 is 80, or 100 minus 20. Then that whole thing we did, 80 times 410 minus 100 divided by 100 would come out to 328. Then you could like cut out one step. Okay, let's just clear this. Now that was number 23. Okay, on a county map, excuse me, I'm yawning here. It's pretty early in the morning, so I'm a little tired. Okay, on a county map shown below, the map scale reads 0.5 inches equals 60 miles. What is the actual distance in miles between Lakeview and Riverside? So, okay, we know that let's see, the total, okay, 0. Or let's just do 0.5. We know that 0.5 inches is, look, hold on, let me figure this out. Okay, so 0.5 inches is 60 miles, okay? So we have to divide this to, basically 0.5 is a half, okay? So we have to divide this. How many halves do we have in 2 and 3/4? Well, we know there's 4 halves in 2, okay? So, actually, let's do it this way. Um, we, like, you should know your, what is that? The chart, your chart for a decimal and fraction equivalence. You know that 3/4 equals 0.75, right? 0.75, just like we know that 1/2 equals 0.5. So knowing this equivalency chart is just as essential as knowing your multiplication tables. Okay, so this is equal to this is equal, 3/4 is equal to 0.75. So we can just go ahead and change this 2 and 3/4 to 2.75, because you have to do problems with like numbers. You have to solve problems by changing them to the like numbers, okay? So, and we know that the 60 miles here, the 0.5 represents 60 miles, okay? So this is the missing variable right here. So we know that this is the smallest part right here, 0.5, okay, is 60 miles. So now we have to see what 2.75 equals in miles. Then we get the total distance here between Lakeview and Riverside. So we do the same thing, multiply towards the side with the missing variable, which is the x, when we multiply diagonally, always. So 2.75 times 60, then divide horizontally, divided by 0.5 equals 330. So it is 330 miles. Oops, started to write a 0. 330 miles from Lakeview to Riverside. Okay, and your answer would be D there. Okay, moving on. Number 25. So Leo's bookstore kept track of the number of customers, excuse me, a number of customers who visited the store over a 3-day period. Employees also recorded the number of customers who made a purchase for each day during the same period. Okay, so which of the following could be used to find that percent, to find what percent on Sunday of Sunday's customers did not make a purchase? Okay, so we have some information here, which is Sunday, number of customers is 140, and the number of customers who made a purchase is 91. So what are we trying to do? Which of the following could be used to find what percent of customers did not make a purchase? Okay, so first of all, we have to find how many. Okay, so 140 we know is the base. Okay, so 100 is the, 140. We know 140 is the base. It's the amount of complete customers. Then we have the amount that actually did not purchase. So let's see. We have to find the difference there, and that would be 140, which is the customers that came in, minus customers that purchased, is 91. So minus 91 equals 49, okay? The reason that we don't put 91 up here is because we're trying to find the percentage of customers that did not buy. We're not trying to find the percentage of customers that did buy. If we were, then we put 91 here. Okay, so we know that 140 represents the total amount of customers, which is 100% of the customers. 140 is the 100% of customers. So this will be 100%. Okay, so basically proportioning these, if that makes sense. Just the missing variable, so do the same exact thing, guys. With 49 times 100 divided by 140. And as we can see here, this is, yeah, this one, C is the only one that could work there, because we know 140 minus 91 equals 49. Okay, so 49 times 100 divided by 140 would get the correct answer. Or you could do 140 minus 91, which is 49, divided by 140 times 100. Okay, so let's just quickly go ahead and do this. 49, either way you do it, you'll get the right answer. Whether you divide this and then multiply, or vice versa. Okay, 49 times 100 divided by 140 equals 35. Okay, let's try it the other way, which would be 49 divided by 140 times 100. 35. Okay, so either way we did it, we got it. 35 is your answer for that one. So this one, guys, really is the only one that has all the parts we need to find the answer. So you can see this one is similar, but it gives you the amount of customers that made the purchase. Okay, we're trying to find the one that did not make a purchase. Then here goes, this top calculation is correct. It would be 49, but then you need to divide it by 140, which is the total amount of customers, not the amount of customers that purchased. Okay, oops. Okay, now number 26. A school admits that it failed miserably in teaching the kids. No, just joking. A school admits 9 out of every 10, 9 out of 14 who apply. And this is not the admits like to confess. This is to give them entry in case any of you are stumped by that. I know some of you guys are not native speakers, so native English speakers, sorry. So school admits 9 out of every 14 who apply. At that rate, how many students would be admitted if 420 apply? So we have to line these up. Okay, so the total here, 9 out of every 14 that apply. So we have 14. Basically, we have to do proportion. So we know that 14 is the total amount. Okay, 9 is not, because that's 9 out of 14. And then if 420 apply, we know that that is equivalent to the total amount. Okay, so then we have 9 here. 9 of them actually get admitted. So this 9 out of 14, which is representative of this amount here to this amount, would be, so let's do our simple calculation. Not sure why I put a multiplication sign there. Actually, I do know. It's because I'm not thinking. So 9 times 420. 9 times 420 divided by 14 equals 270. So 270, ladies and gentlemen, is your answer. So you can always check, see if this is correct, for example, by multiplying this times this should equal 9 times 420. Okay, so just cross multiply to check. 9 times 420 equals 3,780. Remember that number, 3780. 14 times 270 equals 3780. Alright, so we have an equal proportion there. And the last one, clear this page. Okay, so in a 40-hour work week, Marcy spends 15 hours answering telephones. What is the ratio of hours spent answering telephones to hours doing other types of work? Okay, so we know that the total amount says record your answer as a fraction. We know that the total amount here is 40. Okay, and we know that if she works 15 hours answering telephones, then we remove that 15 from the 40, which makes it a 25. We have 25 left over. What is the ratio of hours spent answering telephones to hours doing other types of work? So the other types of work is 25 hours. Okay, so that's how many hours are remaining after the 15. So is there a number, we always reduce this, so is there a number that goes into both of these? Well, golly jeepers, there is. I know right off the bat, 5 goes into 15 3 times, and 5 goes into 25 5 times. Okay, can this be reduced any further? Well, I believe not. So 3/5 is your answer. Okay. Anyways, that's it for lesson 24, part 4. And next we will be starting on, let me see here, tables and pictographs, which is data, statistics, and probability. That should be fun. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. As always, if you appreciated this, like, subscribe, and share it with somebody that is going through the GED book. Alrighty, thank you very much. Have a good one.